Welcome to Overgrowth, ladies and gentlemen, where we have a best of 5 final between these two excellent Zerg players spawning in a bottom left-hand position as the purple Zerg player representing Team myi.insanity. It's Autumn. Formerly known as Winter, and he has a Smurf account called Summer, I have been reliably informed as well. Not the best Smurf account in the world. I think I can work out who you are. And spawning in the top right position, powered by... This has to be like the new Kappa. I mean, someone seriously needs to put this in the hitbox.tv stream chat. Because this... that's an amazing avatar gag. Guys, spawning in the top right hand corner. Currently teamless, but showing us some absolutely amazing games today. It's SortOf. So it is a ZVZ finals. It's a best of 5. If you've just tuned in, or even if you've been tuning in for a while, do me a favor. If you stop what you're doing right now, go to Twitter, go to Facebook, go to wherever you need to go to let people know that this game is currently happening, and make sure you tweet out what's going on as well, so that people can tune in and check this out. Because Autumn and SortOf, one of these guys is going home with the money, is going home with the top seed at the final event, and in November that's going to end up being pretty darn important for them indeed. They both played some excellent StarCraft, but this is going to be their last series of the day. Let me just go ahead and double check. Yeah, there we go. We have got the sound. I wanted, but it's not even available yet either. Must have just been a lull. You got spawning pools and hatcheries down for both players. Now we've got the earlier spawning pool here for Autumn, but we have the earlier hatchery for SortOf. It basically, guys, equates to the same thing, because the person with the earlier spawning pool is going to be able to get the earlier queen from their one hatchery, and after injects it means you get a couple of more larvae here. The player who goes for the hatchery first will simply get larvae at the natural expansion first as well, and potentially get a little bit ahead in creep spread. I don't know, but you know, while you've just got that little bit of extra creep, you can't really spread it any further because you don't have any queens because your spawning pool is delayed. So there are pros and cons to both approaches, and ultimately they end up being very, very close to each other once you hit the mid game. So 2 queens at once, of course, coming out now for SortOf, while the first queen already out for Autumn, and then waddling her way over to the natural expansion, getting off of creep and suddenly getting a massive bout of arthritis, but she will eventually make her way down, and... oh, my knees hurt from that. Thank goodness you were here. So all is fine now. We'll be able to get that second inject off ASAP. And we've got Zergling speed now starting for SortOf as he wards away these two Zergling scouts from Autumn that have come in. And it looks like that Zergling is going to get picked off as well. Both sides starting Zergling speed. We have a Baneling Nest actually coming down here from SortOf. So, he's looking like he might end up getting quite aggressive here. He's the first Baneling Nest. In the meantime, we're still continuing to drone up here. No obvious Baneling Nest down right now for Autumn. And the reason I say SortOf might be getting aggressive is because usually when you see these kinds of situations, if you're in the process of scouting someone and you get a Baneling Nest, you're in the mood to attack. And Autumn wasn't currently scouting his opponent, so I feel like he's going to end up being the defensive player. Of course the roles could swap, but that's what I think most likely is going to be happening here. Those little exploding green things, ladies and gentlemen, that we lovingly call Banelings, could end up being the end of one of these players. We'll find out. SortOf, though, he's going straight up to layer. He's got a 6-minute layer behind this, so he's looking to tech up. And this may well be a situation where actually I'm just completely wrong. Both sides are going quite defensive now. We see SortOf starting a spine crawler of his own here. And it looks like both players are just looking to tech up to layer. This is a very peculiar situation. Usually where you see 2 Baneling Nests on a map, guys, it means one of the players is looking to do something aggressive and the other player is looking to defend. Right now, as it currently stands, both players are just defending and getting up to tech. So we're not going to see Roach Warrens versus Mutalisks or anything like that. We're actually going to be seeing identical tech pads, at least for now. We'll see what both players end up doing once they complete their layers. a pair of banelings here just as defense from Autumn, not because he wants to kill off his own spine crawler. All is well. Waddling to the edge of creep, and then of course slowing down significantly there. And I think SortOf has recognized that both players are doing something reasonably passive here, and he's actually going to go ahead and take his third base. I really like this. He's also seen the third come down from Autumn as well. So neither player really looking to attack the other at this moment in time. Oh, I love this. I love the creep spread from the Overlord, allowing the spine crawler to get out between the second and third bases early, just wanting to make sure the defense is as solid as possible. And both players now, as you can see, are going for the spires. Autumn has spotted that his opponent's spire is very slightly ahead of his own back home, but I don't think it's going to end up mattering all that much. 20 lings, though, coming out from Autumn right now is potentially going to matter, because this is a sizable army. He's moving towards the third base location to defend against SortOf right now. And oh god, that's a fantastic initial Baneling hit, meaning that SortOf actually has a massive majority here, and he could actually force Autumn to cancel this third base. This is a big, big problem for our purple Zerg player. And here we go, the Banelings are coming in now. They're going to need to do an awful lot of damage against this. There are 4 more Banelings from SortOf, so we're going to see a little bit of a later Zergling Baneling skirmish here by the looks of things, guys. But it might end up being worth it at the end of the day. That one Baneling getting chased away right now. Decent connections. This third base is down to 50% hit points. It needs to birth a queen. We need to see some transfuses ASAP. And there are 2 more Banelings coming in here from SortOf. Fantastic connections. And is Autumn going to be able to hold on? It looks like he just about has enough links. Only 4 or 5 left remaining. And we have a counterattack against the third base where he manages to pick it off as well. So Autumn handling this beautifully at the moment. It has to be said. This is brilliant stuff coming out from him. Leaving just enough units to save this third base, which, by the way, still might go down. I mean, take a look at this. This is like the Titanic taking on water here, guys. This is insane here. And also picking off the third base here from SortOf. Now, both sides are going to be grabbing Mutalisks now. So we've got 9 versus 6 in favor of Autumn. But the most important advantage, I think, that SortOf lacks right now are the larvae that this third hatchery are going to produce. So these Mutalisks are definitely ruling the skies at the moment from Autumn. He's currently supply blocked, but he's going to be able to pick apart the overlords of his opponents in the middle of the map as well. You do not want to be engaging him in this Muta versus Muta fight. Every single Muta lost is a problem, because you just ends up snowballing. It's 11 versus 9 as far as Mutas killed are concerned. And we need to be seeing some more Overlord pickoffs potentially from Autumn. He has the map control at the moment because he has the greater Mutalist numbers. He's also got the greater larva numbers because his third base wasn't picked off. And that's hugely important for him right now. Picking off this group of lings in the middle of the map is very, very nice. Only 3 of them survive. In fact, just 1 of them now. And there is no way this base is getting picked off. There's a spine crawler here and a queen as well. I'd love to see a second queen for potential transfuses because that base is just so low on energy, but that's fine. And now we have a group of lings trying to... Ooh, dearie me, all but 2 of them going down there to a Baneling hit. Not exactly what he wanted, and we've got some defensive mutas there able to ward them away. So SortOf definitely playing catch up. He's only about 10 supply down at the moment, and only 3 workers down as well, but he's only just started mining again at his third base, and I think that's really the big sticking point here. 17 Mutalisks versus 14 right now. There's a bunch of Speedlings trying their best to pick this third base, but they're not necessarily going to be able to. That's a lot of Overlords that are just sitting there waiting to be killed. And we have got one of the Mutalisks going down. Excellent transfuse on that second Overlord to limit the damage being done there. And now we have Autumn chasing SortOf away. SortOf thinking about going back, trying to pick up a single Mutalisk, but deciding against it at the end of the day. Autumn does have superior numbers. And once again, he's going to be moving towards the third base. Now, note there's no Spore Crawler here. Spore Crawler kills a Mutalisk in 3 hits. Incredibly powerful stuff coming out of those buildings. But we're not actually going to be seeing anything along those lines right now because SortOf doesn't have that static defense there. He needs to cut a couple of corners right now to catch up to his opponent simply because that third base just wasn't down soon enough. It's still 24 versus 21 as far as Mutalisks are concerned, and Autumn is doing a great job of constantly picking off these Zerglings in the middle of the map. Where is SortOf's opportunity? He's got his +1 Mutalisk attack a little bit faster than his opponent here, so he's going to have a nice timing where he's got +1 and his opponent does not. Is that going to make a huge difference though? I'm not really sure. Only 2 Zerglings survive from that clump to get into the natural expansion and then get picked off by Zerglings. We now have a massive fight going on at the third base location. Muta versus Muta fight. There are no Zerglings underneath to absorb the splash damage here. +1 is not yet done. So this is an equal fight with Autumn actually having the higher numbers. And I'm a little bit worried that this engagement was taken a bit too early. +1 still not done. And GG. SortoF, ladies and gentlemen, leaves the game. And Autumn is going to be able to take the first one, going up 1-0 in this best of 5.